I'd like to talk about what I call weaponizing emotions. Some people are using past events in their life and putting them into an argument. They're saying things like, I was abused in my past, and reading all this is making me relive that abuse. You might have heard this also called trigger words, but it's far more sinister than just a word or collection of words that can set someone off. It's using emotion to try to gain sympathy, then declare that anyone who disagrees is wrong. It's using emotion of your past events and tying it in with whatever is going on to make some sort of statement of how things ought to be or how things shouldn't be. We have seen this before. This trend of people using emotion as some sort of argument in and of itself. But now I'm seeing it more than I did before because the president who became president. I've read posts that say things like, I was raped in the past. What Trump said about women shows he has no problems with rape. If you voted for him, you're supporting rape. Unfriend me. Don't even try to justify what he said. There's so many logical errors in there to point out. But I could collect more posts like this and read them out verbatim and analyze them. But it's too small of a sample. It doesn't mean that everyone's doing this or a lot of people are doing this or that they will do it. All I can say is I've observed a number of people weaponizing their emotion. Posts that say that the drama is too much, they have to stop reading. If your trauma is that bad that you need to stop reading words, why the bleep are you not in therapy? But that's a side question, and it's not the core of the issue. No, I submit the core issue is that when anyone uses their own experience and emotions and wraps them into an argument of any kind, they subject themselves to the same sort of objective analysis that anyone and everyone can, and I dare say should, make about their statements regarding reality. People saying Trump is not my president have no connection with reality in that particular regard. Trump will be America's president, so yes, he will be your president. Doesn't matter if you hate him, doesn't matter if you didn't vote for him, or that if you feel the system is unfair, it's real, now deal. But politics is not the point, even though people are sure to go off on politics in the comments below. Now, it's just one example of how people are using their emotions in a weaponized system. Did you expect that the argument you gave would go by without any objection to it? Did you really expect that? It seems that the answer is a big yes for some. They are shocked that anyone would say they could be wrong. They retreat and say, it was just my opinion. I'm just expressing myself. And then they'll add, or sometimes they'll add, an emotional pity to that. I'm feeling bad about you're not agreeing with me. Please agree with me. I was raped, so you should agree with me. I'm sad. Agree with me that this idea is true. What you do to yourself when you place your emotions into the argument is subject yourself, that part of you, into the arena of critical analysis. Don't be shocked when it happens. Don't be surprised when I or others point it out to you. I analyze and deconstruct your argument. You can be offended. You can be upset. But you're the one that put yourself into that position. So I'm here telling you why you shouldn't do that. If you don't want to feel those feelings and feel bad, then don't do this. Are you guilty of weaponizing emotions? And if so, do you want to be subject to critical analysis of your argument, including your emotion, because that's now part of the argument? If I am to analyze the statement or argument, I have to do it with as much objective critical analysis as I can muster. I might not do it as well as others, I might do it better than some, but it will hurt your feelings. And I don't care. I can't care. Not now. I'm doing logic. Logic needs to be dispassionate. How else can I analyze what I'm looking at properly? If I sympathize with your emotions, then I hinder my ability to show you what parts of your argument at hand are flawed and why. But that's so great about weaponizing emotions, because it gives you an edge, right? No, it doesn't. Now, not only am I pointing out why you're wrong, and how you're wrong, and what logical fallacies you have, but now, I'm also questioning if your emotion is real. If the thing that you said happened really did happen. Why? Because you forced my hand to do so. It's now part of the argument as a whole. It's subject to critical questions and analysis. Yes, you must now prove that you had something bad happen. You must then also show the association and causation between that event and this argument, and you must show that the appeal to emotion is a valid one rather than an invalid one. What's that? I should sympathize with you? But I will not in this case, because doing so prevents me from doing logic. So I'm an uncaring person. That must be the conclusion, right? No! Just place your emotional issue on its own. I had bad things happen to me. I'll offer what words I can to encourage you to brighten your day. I will say and do things I think might be of help to you. I might not know what to do at all, and I might even say that, but I will sympathize with you. Make your argument on its own. It should stand or fall on its own merits. If you include an appeal to emotion, don't use your own emotion or your own events. And if talking about certain things, certain events troubles you, then don't present arguments for or against those things. Because it's only going to make you feel feelings, right? Don't engage if you know you will rage. Take responsibility for your own mental health. Do not expect me to do that for you. Weaponize your emotions at your own peril, for I have something better. Logic. Logic will not give in to emotion. It does not care. And if you wonder and are mystified at why I seem like I no longer care about your emotion, it's because you put it into your argument, and I subject it and you to the same objective, cold, critical analysis that I would of anything and everything else. Your emotion becomes irrelevant when you weaponize it. You lose again and again to the detriment of your own mental well-being. Make yourself suffer when you do this. And then you wonder why people are saying that you're playing the victim card. You become detached. You exit from that talk, and then you look for others who agree with you, making what we call an echo chamber, or in today's version, the safe space. And then you wonder why others outside your own group have no pity for you, why they tell you to grow up. It's because you weaponized your emotions. This is the fallout of that. This is the cost you pay. You lost the war the moment you pressed the trigger button. As long as you have feelings and I have logic, you will always lose and be upset, and I will always win. And how I feel about winning, by the way, is irrelevant.